It's time of purification. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about how the energy feels for me at this moment. My name is Nathasja Gootjes. I'm an energy healer, a spiritual guide, and a high priestess of divine love. And these times for me feel like it's a real purification that's going on. Here in the Netherlands, there's a lot going on in our country. And if you put a finger in the pond of the collective, the energy of the collective here, you can connect with the frustration, the anger, and the fear. And I'm not even talking about the collective of the whole world. And I can sense it in the energy around me, in how people go through their days, how they react in the supermarket, how they behave in traffic. I see a lot of people in survival mode, not in their body, in their heads, in emotions, and not really present. And it's difficult, especially when you're highly sensitive. It can be very difficult to be in the outside world doing groceries or taking your bike to go to work or just be with others. And it can also be difficult just to be inside in your own space if you cannot really let it be, and when you're not conscious about how the collective can be affecting you and influencing you. There's a lot of purification going on, and it's not easy. It's not easy at all. And I feel that's really time for us now at this moment. I mean, it's a long process we're going through, but a time to let go of feeling different, feeling like the others are different, that you have to really make a lot of effort, put a lot of energy in being seen, being heard, being understood, working really hard to make sure that you make the ends meet, to be seen with what you're offering. And also there's a lot of change going on, and it can be very lonely. It can feel like you're very lonely on your path. How you can move in this path, on this path that you're on this earth, in this time, in your country, in your community, in the world, in your maybe own family. And this change can feel really difficult and like a real struggle, also because you don't know where it's going towards. It's not easy. There's so many things happening. There's so many things you feel you might have to, things you need to control or need to be alert for or take care of. And this is all can feel very heavy, and it is sometimes very difficult to be alive on this earth and to make sure that things are going well for you and those around you. And that's why compassion is so important. Compassion. Being who you are, offering your ear, being kind, giving your love unconditionally, listening without judging. And this is something that is not always easy, because we are being triggered a lot. There are a lot of opposites as we see it, right? In our own small circles and in our wider circles. It's important that we keep on shining our light, sharing our love. And when this happens, there is going to be more balance in giving and receiving. Because it's also very important that we can receive. That we're not only offering our light, offering our compassion, offering our unconditional love, but also being able to receive that from others. Because what we give often comes back to us, but if we don't receive it, it stops. It stops right there. And this will nourish us if we can receive also. It will nourish us and nurture us, and it will be even easier for us to stay in the compassion and to offer our light and our unconditional love to others. And that is like a ripple effect. So if we offer that and we receive, that's a wonderful battery also that's charging, and it becomes even bigger. This light that then happens in this exchange will be bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And that has a ripple effect. And then those people that are touched by it, by the light and the compassion, the unconditional love, they can also move into that frequency. They can also start receiving, not receiving, but offering more, and then also receiving it also again. Because this is the balance that helps us on our beautiful earth to help change, make change possible. It's not that we have to understand everything and be okay with everything, but every time going back to yourself and being with what is, being with the triggers, being present with whatever is there, and still offering compassion. Knowing that we all have our stories, we all have our traumas, we all have our pains that are guiding us and are in the front seat. And that's what we want to change. It's time that we really sense our warmth, our lights, our fire, and be in our powers, shining our amazing light. Shine our lights, be visible with our energy, with our sparks, just by being who we are, by being whatever is there. Also being with the dark sides, being with the triggers, being with the pain, being with the anger and the frustration. Feeling that it's part of our story as well, of who we are, of our triggers, of what we've been through, our pains and our wounds. And by also again showing that we are here, being triggered, and then still being able to be who we are and shining the light, that's an amazing example. It also means that you need time to be present with what is, to go back to silence, go back to quietness. I did that just this afternoon, and I pulled some cards for myself to see what's happening in my own life and in the bigger picture. And then from that flows the energy of insights, of wisdom, of knowing. that will help me on the next steps on my path. What I want to bring into the world the coming period of this time. And I know how important it is that we take these times to go within, to find the stillness and the quietness. And then let surface, whatever is there on the surface, just below the surface, let it arise. Instead of digging and finding and looking for and searching for something, but letting it arise from the earth, from our depths, from the whispers of our intuition, our soul. So do whatever helps you to find that stillness and that quietness again. Whether it's doing meditation, yoga, walking outside, dancing, or whether it's finding someone who can help you with it, a therapist, a coach, a healer, a guide. Because these times are intense. And you don't have to do it on your own. Most of the time we're very capable of doing it on our own, but sometimes we need a bit of help. Because it's too intense. It's too foggy. Or we're just right at our blind spots. If you need my help, you know where to find me. Sending you lots of love.